Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic, and feels good to be here to react to this Promised Neverland greatness. All right, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just gotta make sure my phone's on silent, so if it rings, it doesn't interrupt this greatness. All right, I gotta finish this little bit of cookie. Is it one thing I love in this world? A few things, but I love me some cookies, man. But let's get to the Promised Neverland greatest. All right, let's get to it. I could talk about cookies all day. I might have to have a cookie stream and just talk about cookies, but this ain't the place. All right. Last we left off, we had the beautiful pacing that comes from the Promised Neverland. The beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pacing. Right? The kids didn't take 10 chapters to get to Kuvita Dala. They didn't take 30 chapters, to deal with They got there quick, fast, and in a hurry, all right? That's what happened. That's what I want to see. I like that, okay? When it comes to the story, like, if the pacing is great, it's great, right? And Promised Neverland has great pacing. It has amazing pacing. It just, let's go. All right, these kids are brilliant. They're intelligent. They know what they need to do. They know what it is. They know what they need to get done. So they do that. Right, and if things happen, then they readjust and react, and you know what I mean. Like, that's what I love about the Promised Neverland. Doesn't mean that other stories, like, right, if like One Piece has its particular type of pacing, and we understand that about One Piece. So for me, it's just like, I don't like the pacing, but I'm not gonna say like, well, what happened? Why is One Piece pacing like this right now? It didn't used to be that way, and I'm like, it's always been that way. So I can't, like, I'm not gonna complain about, like, to Oda and be like, oh, to change the pacing. I'm like, dude, it's 900-something chapters. Like, if you change it now, I don't know. It's going to be a little weird. It's going to be a little funky. But I don't have to like that pacing. That's why I'm like, I've just kind of said I'm not going to react to it, and I'm just going to, chill, wait for chapters to pile up, and then react to those chapters. All right, but with Promised Neverland, that ain't happening. I'm reacting to a chapter every week. Let's get into it, yo. Let's get into it. I've heard from Dustin that the chapter was fire. When I hear from certain people that the chapter was fire, I know it's fire. If I hear from Dustin, if I hear from Laz, Gabby, Ash, like, if I hear from certain people that chapter was fire, I know it was flames. All right, so let's go. Chapter 101, y'all. I'm gonna make this world where there are no pursuers. We're all going to the human world. Emma's just thinking about things. To do that, we'll have to we'll find the 7 walls and see whoever this person is to make a new promise. First, we need to go to this place called Kuvita Dala. 52 days later. What? Well, no, it's not 52 days. It's like, yeah, it's 52 days later, yo. What I do wonder is, like, if they're talking about, are they talking about 52 days later from where we were? Like, did 52 days pass between where they were right when we left off in that chapter and now, or are they talking about, like, those past events and that 52 days later from those past events when Emma said what she said? Is that what it is? I'm not sure. But either way, it don't matter to me because, yeah, pacing. All right. This is Kuvita Dala. Stones, no ruins? Wait, stones, no. Ruins? Look, Ray, it's written here. Kuvita Dala has a dragon, and its eye can see through everything. Everyone comes to Kuvita Dala seeking that eye. Kuvita Dala is a town of dragons. That's what it said in that ancient manuscript. You really think there are dragons? Of course not. It must be a metaphor for something, is what I want to say, but there may be. I mean, there are demons after all. Hey, Gilda with the imagination. Shout out to Gilda, all right? But I don't see them anywhere now. Dragons or a town. Yeah, it's just a bunch of stones. Just these crumbled ruins. Okay, so Emma spots an arrow because Emma's fat. Emma's gold, all right? I wonder what this place used to be, Don says. What's important isn't the dragon or the town. That's what the eye of the dragon is, right? Always getting straight to the point. Search for day and night with the eye of the dragon of Kuvita Dala. It'd be great if there was some kind of hint among these ruins. Emma's so fast. Emma's just like, let's go. All right, do not sleep on these children. We already got from last chapter, and just prior to that last chapter, we know the geniuses. They are brilliant. Okay. Very cool. All right, so I think Emma's found this eye. She found an arrow, and then she found an eye sign. What was? Whoa! Whoa! Yo! Yo! Promise Neverland, y'all. Let's go. Promise Neverland. Oh, yeah. Promise Neverland, stay with that heat. All right. Yo, what's good, Shotty? What's up? What's up? Ah, man. That was wild. I gotta, page flip. Page turn panels are always so gold. Ah. Amazing. That's a dope panel. Yo. Oh, that's so cool. I'm just like staring at this panel right now. I'm like, yo. Ah, amazing. Huh? Then there's the eye the dragon of Kavita Dala. Yo, amazing. Wow. Wow. Emma's just going, yo. God, it's so, this 10 out of 10. It's already 10 out of 10. It's already 10 out of 10. I already know it's going to be a 10 out of 10. I already know. All right, Emma, let's see what you're seeing. Oh, the past, they're demons that look like they're like praying or like doing some sort of ritual or something like that. I guess that's the promise between the demons and the humans, that handshake panel. And then you just have the humans that look like they're running or they're dealing with the demons, I guess, the ones that were left behind or something. What's this? Wow. Wow, then there's another promise. I guess so. This is something that's happened like frequently. And then that's probably the Rawtree clan, like as we go through the sort of like ages. That's probably different heads of the Rawtree clan, like handshaking with the demons, keeping the promise intact. Could it be? They're scenes from the past. Yo, look at that. Yo, that's so dope. This is not surprising. If you've seen any of Pasuka's art on Twitter, this is easy work. This is easy work from Pasuka. All right, easy work. The scenes from the past. Huh? How rare. A live human. A child? A demon child? No. But right now you are just watching. You need to come properly. Next time from the entrance. Yo. Is this the day and night? Here there is nothing. But you can find anything. There is no entrance anywhere, but it's also everywhere. Yo, this sounds like something Kanye would say. This sounds like some stuff Kanye would say. There's no entrance anywhere, but it's also everywhere. Here there is nothing, but you can find anything. Right? So funny, so funny. Hey, you perhaps, then we can play. Whoosh. Yo, what is going on? Yo, the art here is superb. Superb, superb, superb. Let's go. Pasuka came through with the heat. I mean, she always does, but this is like particularly, yo. Wow. Hey, Emma, snap out of it. Yo, and and she's doing great with like little bits of comedy, just like these little like comedic panels that add like that warmth to like something that's actually very intense. But Emma just pow, snap out of it. Did you see that? What? The dragon. Huh? I didn't see anything. Me neither. They didn't see? It was just me? Could it have been a dream? No, it wasn't like that. Then why? Hey, Emma, what are you doing? It's dangerous. Please calm down. Please come down. Okay, so she like climbed on top of one of the ruins, parts of the ruins. Sorry, is it because I hit her? She's going crazy. Yo, Emma's up, and you're probably gonna see like it's probably in the shape of like something. If she looks, panel turn. Yo, come on, come on. Let's it's like them crop circles. You know what I mean? Like when you look up, when you look from like a super high like altitude, you can see the crop circles. But this is probably way much more than like a crop circle. Like in terms of its importance and significance. Emma, what's going on? Is this the eye? So it wasn't a dream after all. I saw them. The dragon and scenes from the past. The old Kvidala. The place where day and night were together. And also, yo, I'm guessing I met that person too. Yo, this pendant and these ruins look similar. No, they were probably more alike back then. What does this mean? Kvidala has a dragon and its eye can see through everything. These ruins are probably the eye of the dragon. And it was once a special place where one could see whatever they wanted to. But now no one can see anything. Although I was able to. Just me. Is it because I had this? Search for the 7 walls. What is this amulet? Who is Mujika? Mr. Minerva couldn't reach the 7 walls because this place couldn't be used anymore? No, I don't know that. But at least there is a hint to get there in what I saw. Ray, can you hear me out? Yeah, tell me everything you saw in detail. Yo, let's keep it going. But Ray's a real one. Ray is a real one, all right? Ray already just like, Emma, we've been together for like how long? I know you. You wouldn't lie about something like this, right? It's like immediately Ray cuts through the nonsense. He's like, all right, tell me what you saw. Let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. Be a real one, okay? And what I also love, well, we'll talk about this at the end of the chapter. Let me just keep reading. Unbelievable. So the place Emma saw was the day and night. Now we just have to find the entrance to it. But an entrance that isn't anywhere, but is everywhere. How do we find it? Let's return to the shelter. You saw something like a temple in some golden water, similar to the pond you saw at Goldie Pond, right? We should return to the shelter and look into that next. Maybe we can figure out that folklore, including the riddle of the 10RI or 10R1 North, 10R1 East, Part 2. Okay. Let's go home. It's that place. If I can get back to that place again and make a new promise, then we can obtain it, our future, this time for sure. We have to hurry. It's been 3.5 months since our escape. When we get back, it will be 6 months. We have 1.5 years left. We have to do this within 1.5 years, and we will. Come. Promise Neverland chapter 101 end. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's my friends is a 10 out of 10 chapter. All right. That low key, that's a 10. If you gave it a 9, I would not blame you. The only, like for me, if I gave it a 9, I'd be like, I need the chapter to be longer. I need to know a little bit more about who this person is. Like, hype chapter. Are you kidding me with that art? Y'all, are you kidding me with that art? You kidding me with that art? Pasuka going in, man. Pasuka going in. This ain't surprising. We already know what it is. Pasuka greatness, all right? It was hype. Dustin. It was hype. So many questions, yo. but in the way that like, I love, because it's not right. It's not going to take that long, right? We know it's not going to take that long for us to find out about this stuff. And Emma's already putting things together. She's making certain hypotheses. You know what I mean? One Piece, you ain't going to see that, right? You're going to see a hat, and it's going to take you 3 years before we even hear about the hat again, right? Shanks is talking about, I got to talk about a pirate. We have no idea who the pirate is. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't that. This ain't that. Okay? What was this chapter, y'all? This was so good. Yo, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, come on. It's going to take, we are not going to see that hat for 3-something years. We're not going to see it. We're not going to see it. All right? This supposed king, we're not going to see that person. We're not going to see it even for, I don't know how long. All right? I'm not with it. I'm not waiting around. I'm not doing that. All right? I'm not doing that. I'm going to be focused on this manga right here. I'm going to be focused on The Promised Neverland. That's what I'm going to be doing. And My Hero. And all these other manga that I appreciate, and that the pacing is dope. All right? That's what I'm doing. Okay? So, we got to talk about it. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. For me, just initial thoughts. You know what I mean? But we are going to have, I got to talk with, I know Dribble wanted to do a Tafari. So I got to talk with him and see what his plans are first. All right? I got to talk to him and see what his plans are first before I go about doing it. Because if anything, we'll just do it on Dribble's channel and it'll be fine. But if he doesn't have any like particular plans, then like, yo, we def gonna have parts, like I think it's part 7, I believe. I believe we've already done part 6 of The Promised Neverland stream, but like if not 6, then 7. All right. If it isn't 7, then 6. That's what I'm saying. But that's going to happen. That discussion is going to happen because last time we had that like sort of general discussion. Like I think we had one on Dustin's channel, but I want to have another one because this was heat. All right. What I might do is I might set it up for sometime this week. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe if not Wednesday, then Saturday. All right. If not Wednesday, then Saturday. I'll talk to some people, see how they feel about things, and we'll get a pocket. We'll get it set up. We will. Right. Trent's gonna be in there. Dustin, of course. Key. Shout out to you, Key. If you want to come through, if any of y'all want to come through, come on, Shotty. Come on, yo. Like, let's do it. All right. Feel free. No, Haikyuu, I already know that Haikyuu is hype, but I gotta wait until like the magazine's like it caught up. So it is what it is with that. But I know Haikyuu is hype. I already know it. All right. When I was reading it, it was like right there with me with The Promised Neverland, My Hero, with the stuff that I really, really enjoyed and wanted to check out every week. But let's talk about the chapter. All right. The Stone, right, Key, yo, shout out to you, Key. Like the Stonehenge reference was dope. I love that. All right. And I also I like when fiction does that, where it's like, right, where we don't know much about Stonehenge, and like we know some things, I think, in terms of like historians that have studied it and everything. But I love when fiction takes that and really does something with it that's like super interesting and very novel, I think, in a way. Not in the way that like, not talking about using Stonehenge, saying, hey, this is actually something more than just a bunch of rocks, right? But like, what do you do with that? Like, what's that special thing? How do you make that interesting? And when you do that well, I mean, did you see that art, y'all? All right. Did you see that art? All right. I love that. They were just standing right. Like, I love it. Right? They were just like, we're just standing in the middle of it. We don't know what's going on here. And it's like, and it's like, and it's like, that's cool. That's cool. But even more dope than like the Stonehenge being like in the shape of the eye was like, yo, we got to talk about this stuff, technology. What's going on here? What is going on here? We talked about it when we were at Goldie Pond, and we were like, how is this little tiny little island thing floating? What's up with this yellow water or substance or whatever it is? What is going on? You know what I mean? The thing that I love about this is like, if you Naya will know exactly what I'm talking about. If any of y'all have read Saga, one of the most important things at the center of Saga is this idea that of like the sort of like natural, like magic, like mystic arts and magic and all these things, and the natural elements and spiritual power and all these things, and then like technology and these warring factions that have like different cultures and cultural values and stuff like that. It's just like there's something here. If we get to that, if we get to like demons having this very incredible like mystical sort of like mystical but technology that's like really interesting, and then the humans got their own thing, or maybe the humans stole some stuff from them and incorporated it, like, yo, this chapter, like, come on, son. You know what I mean? Like this, it's so good. So good. Like, I'm really invested. Like before I was like, what is that? What is this pool? What is going on? And then I was like, maybe this is just some like super future technology, something like that. Right? But here, this is like, what is this? You're right? Mujika's importance. And this is a very shonen thing, right? It's a very more sort of like modern, late 20th century, right? 20th, 21st century, like shonen thing, right? Where you have these characters that are small and right, and that idea of like being small is oftentimes equated to being insignificant or not good enough or not valuable or whatever. But like, yo, Mujika, what is going on? Who this chick? We should have known, right? We should have known, because anytime you got a small, like a sort of small, short character that's walking around with someone that looks like a guard, you already know. Come on, Mononosuke? One Piece? Come on. We've seen this. We've seen this time and time again. We've seen this time and time again. We've seen this in the manga that we've read, and shown the manga that we've read, right? Where a character is just like, and then all of a sudden they like royalty or some incredibly important figure, right? Dragon Ball Super just throw that out there. They were like, here's our Omni King. He's tiny, but he'll destroy everything. Here are the guards. He got the squad around him. Come on. Right? And Promised Neverland is so great about that, Key, right? It's like 52 days passed. We don't need to know what happened. Why? Because it's like the children would have already, like, the children could tell us. They're smart, right? They could have been like, well, that was rough. We dealt with that, we dealt with this like demon. But like, it's not necessary. I think the anime will probably do a bit more with that. I think like in some ways, this is great for the manga because it's like we're not tied down with this like incredibly like time-consuming pacing, right? But in the anime, they can like spread that out. We could actually have filler episodes that'll be dope, right? And they'll just set up those maybe little battles with the demons and stuff like that throughout the journey, and little like stuff like that, character development with those characters. So for me, I feel like the anime is going to be really key in terms of like the Promised Neverland getting even more hype, even if you're just a manga reader. You know what I mean? But I think most people, if, you might just not be a manga reader. You might be usually you're a manga reader and an anime reader, anime watcher. You know what I mean? But I mean, bruh. Now, Ray is, Ray, they show Ray with a beard. I would die. I'd die laughing. That'd be super funny. You know what I mean? We don't need that. We just need to know the important stuff, right? And we'll see things. If there are battles that are important for their development, we'll see them. If there are battles and we're like, we don't care because we already know they can handle these demons, we don't need to see that. That's not necessary, right? Because then it's not super realistic in a certain way, right? It's like they got the squad, they good. They fought someone like Lewis and Bayonne and like all these cats, like they good. All right. Yeah, we're gonna, I think what I would like to see, I will say that I would like to see, Don and Gilda getting some love in the filler episodes, seeing them battle, do things and all that. You know what I mean? That would be dope. I'd like to see that. And just, maybe focus on some more characters and what they're thinking. You know what I mean? That would be interesting. I'd like to see that. This chapter was dope though. I mean, let's come on, man. That, like, there were so many panels that were incredible. Like this one panel with another small demon in the sort of vein of Mujika, and it's just like chilling with the guard, like with this dragon dragon-esque demon, like so dope. So dope. That dragon looks so cool. Emma just going this like astral projection experience. I'm like, so cool, man. This is so cool. Then she saw all of these events, very similar to kind of like, Magi is sort of similar, right? If you read Magi, you went through that whole like arc. There was like this whole arc where we met Aladdin's father and what happened in the past, and Al-Taran and like Solomon and Arba and all these characters, you know what I mean? Sheba, like we met all those characters and we learned about like, you know what I mean? That's always dope when like you have a character that just like all of a sudden has this information. And I love that Emma has it because Emma's just brilliant. So she's gonna continue to work through these bits. And then she's gonna tell Ray, Ray's gonna work through these bits, and Ray's gonna tell Don Gildan, and it's just everybody's gonna have that information and they'll share it. It's not gonna like Emma's not gonna be like, oh, I gotta keep it to myself. I don't know if I can trust the people. Like Emma will tell everybody and they'll know, and then they can work this out. So dope. But I know the time skip stuff is so great because it's like, yo, we don't need to see what happened in those 52 days. It's 52 days. It's fine. All right. But what we do know, what we got, right, is that yes, we can move through these days very quickly, but we must never forget that at Gracefield, Phil going through it. Phil is going through it. All right. So we might get a chapter where we go back to, the shelter, right? Or not, because they're going back to the shelter right now. We don't even need a chapter saying like, oh, here's what's happening over here, because what's going on in the actual in the main sort of like narrative, they're going back to the shelter. They don't need a chapter like, hey, what's happening while you're doing the 52 days. I'm pretty like they good. Or we might find out that the shelter was like raided or something like that. Yo, we don't know. That's what I like. All right. We owe this so much. Yo. It's yo. Come on, pray for Phil, y'all. Phil needs them prayers. All right, really do. But this chapter is so dope. This chapter was like solid. It was a solid 10 out of 10. If you want to give it a 9 out of 10, that's fine with me. I don't know. Because a 9 out of 10 is like, yo. All right. A 10 out of 10 is like, I adored this chapter. It got me extremely hyped. There was information that was beautiful. The art was fantastic. All right. So for me, it was a 10. But if you give it a 9, you give it even an 8, like I'm not gonna complain. All right. But this chapter was so good. This chapter was really, really good, y'all. I enjoyed it so much. But like again, like Emma, what I love about Emma is that Emma's going through all of these things and she's going through this like whole process. Most normal, like a lot of people would be like, what is going on? Panic. She's just like, not only am I like, what is going on, but I'm also like taking in all this information and figuring this stuff out extremely quickly. Why? Because these kids have been trained to take in bits of information and analyze it quickly. So that's a skill that they have. That, yo, come on, son. Come on. Promise Neverland coming through with the heat. Coming through with the heat. All right? It is not out of Emma's abilities to take in all that information and to deduce what's going on. She's brilliant. You know what I mean? So good, so good. If you have some of these other characters, they'd be like, I don't know what's going on. I can't figure this stuff out. And then they spend like 80 years trying to figure out, trying to figure out certain things. I think for me with The Promised Neverland is like, it's not even so much theorizing. It's just like, I just like the conversations, I just like for me, it's like making the connections back to certain things, right? It's like for me, one of the most important things is Emma sort of referencing Musica, right? And saying like, yo, what was that? What's her significance? What's her relevance? Why is she so important? These are things that, like, if we think about shonen tropes, Musica's extreme importance should have been something we thought about if we haven't already from the get-go. I think, or we could have been like, oh, well, Sungju and Musica, like, they're like siblings or whatever. But it's like we've seen certain things before where it's like that people be lying. People be lying about their familial ties. So I'm really invested in having a conversation about not only this chapter, but everything that we sort of figured out and all of that. I think, yeah, we got to have a conversation. We got to think, like, because to me, this chapter was super important, not only because, like, of that stuff, music and everything like that, but because of the nature of the information, like, and the way that it was given to Emma, and the fact that is it solely technology, or is there like a mystical like element to it? Is there like a magical element to it? And if so, have the demons, like, put together like this technology and magic in a way that is very like reminiscent of like other stories that you might have read, fantasy novels, things like that. Other TV shows, whatever. For me, Saga comes to mind. It's an Image comic. Saga comes to mind immediately, and I think like that's something that's like fascinating, like to see like what were the interactions, what is it like? Did the humans like steal from them? Like, did they, like, what happened? I love that. I want to know more, and I know that it's not going to take us that long to figure that stuff out. Okay, dope stuff. Dope stuff. Very happy with this chapter. All right. I need to get out of here because, I just wanted to react to the chapter, and then I got to eat some food. All right. And then I got to take care of my cats, because I got to take care of my cats. You already know what it is. All right. Man, and then I got stuff tomorrow that I got to do. So, All right. Let me get out of here, y'all. This was dope. This is such a dope chapter. I really enjoyed it. All right. And yeah, Reptar, that face that Emma made, hilarious. That's what I love, like, right? Because Pazuki can just kind of mix that stuff in, and it just works. It's never too much. So, all right. I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. All right. This is my live reaction / initial thoughts to The Promised Neverland chapter 101. All right. We passed 100 chapters, y'all. We going in. We in here. Promised Neverland is here. All right. The anime's coming in January. All right. It's going to be dope. And then people are going to get on it, and then we're going to have these massive conversations. Just massive conversations. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So thank y'all for coming through. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Shouts out to Key, to Reptar, Shadi, Dustin, of course. Shouts out to all y'all for coming through. All right. And I'm out, y'all.